Today I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate lover's dream. Chocolate chip cookies with toasted pecans and a little something extra that I'm not going to tell you about till later. If you like my videos, hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, let's get started. I'm adding 2 cups or 240 grams of all-purpose flour into a small bowl. I'm just going to weigh it out. Perfect. Now, 2/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. I was going to sift that out. Never mind, it's okay. All right, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. I said, now let's whisk it together carefully since I used a bowl that's too small. So chocolatey, so chocolatey. This is a chocolate lover's cookie. Okay, set that aside, including the scale. Now we're gonna cream our butter together. Into my stand mixer, I'm adding 1 cup or 226 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature. In you go. No. Look at me, trying to be a big shot. Okay, in you go. Thank you. Close it up, cream it up. Plug it in, then cream it up. Cream that butter. Just cream it right up. Now we can add in 1.5 cups of sugar. 1, 2. This guy has to get polished. Let it beat until it's nice and light and fluffy. You will notice a difference. Okay, I think you can tell, nice, creamy, fluffy, light. I'm gonna add 2 eggs in, 1 at a time, and this recipe, if you're making it at home, calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, but I have been baking all day. I spilled my vanilla extract. There is enough left for this recipe, but instead, I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons of orange blossom water because I think that orange, chocolate, great combination. I wanna give it a try. Always be adventurous in baking, if it makes sense. All right, 1 egg. Two eggs. Got it in. Now for the orange blossom water. This is so fragrant. I highly recommend it. Smells so good. Okay, that is fluffed up to heck and back. I'm just going to, oh, it's so cloudy on the inside. All this butter is like so lightweight because of all the air that got whipped in. Now it is time for that dry mixture. So we're gonna add this in while it's mixing on low. Stay in. Okay. Saved it. Kind of. Okay, there we go. This. Yes, I really like the orange blossom water in here. You could leave it out if you want, and if you want to go crazy, grate some orange zest in here. Zest of an orange, you will be in orange chocolate heaven. Right now I'm adding in a generous 1/2 cup of chopped toasted pecans, my favorite. You could also use walnuts. You could also omit the nuts altogether. Macadamia nuts, that's an option too. 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Whoa, the never-ending cup. And 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Get those all in there. Again, if you want them to be super chocolatey, use the full 2 cups. If you want more of the cookie, cut it in half. We're gonna just mix this up by hand. I wanna remind you to use a metal spatula when you do this because it will snap the wooden ones. I've learned the hard way. Get your exercise in there. I mean, unfortunately, with food blogging and then the twins, this is all the exercise I get. Gone. Gone are the Los Angeles fancy exercise classes. That's a memory. Memories. All right, that's pretty good. Whoa, this is cookie dough. This is delicious stuff. Not gonna eat it though. It's gonna go onto a baking sheet and I will be using a Silpat. I'm using my trusty 1.5 tablespoon ice cream scoop to get some nice, consistent cookies. You could use whatever you'd like though. This is also the neatest way for me, because otherwise my hands would be completely covered in cookie batter. Cookie dough, yeah. All right, on you go. So full of chocolate and nuts. The nice thing about making your own cookie dough too is that you can make a batch, put the rest in the fridge or the freezer, just make sure it's really well sealed, and have on-demand, fresh homemade cookies whenever you'd like. These cookies are ready to go into the oven. However, let me show you like a little, I don't know if it's a food blogger trick or just like a persnickety person trick, but if you want them to look a little bit more perfect, just put a couple chocolate chips on top. You can embed them in so it looks like it happened naturally. And that way when they bake, you'll have that nice glossy chocolate chip top and a little bit more chocolate. You can do the same things for the pecans too, just like a couple little pieces of pecan here and there poking out, not covered by the cookie dough. They'll look really nice and show everyone exactly what's inside, besides butter and sugar. These will bake at 350 Fahrenheit for about 8 to 10 minutes. Just watch them spread, the edges will set. The inside will be kind of gooey still, so let them set by cooling. Don't lift them up. Out of the oven, just cool enough to handle, and they smell so good. I didn't even eat any off camera. I waited for you. Okay, I'm gonna choose one of the cookies, put the rest away for later, and let's take a look inside. This is like chocolate fudge, basically. You know I like a burnt cookie, but for these guys, I don't mind them being like so cakey and fudgy. That's really good. There's so much chocolate in there. Oh, and the orange comes through in the last like 2/3 of the bite. Oh, that orange is nice. In fact, if you make this with the orange blossom water, add some orange zest in it too, you will be in chocolate orange heaven. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and bon appetit.